So one thing I've really been thinking about lately
Can't do this. I
is
can't.
what?
Stop.
What do you mean?
This is crazy. All right.
So
Wait.
the one thing I've really been thinking about a lot lately is the idea of talent in college basketball. And as rosters are starting to be fully assembled, I think there are teams that could make an argument that they are one of the most talented rosters in all of college basketball. Talent may be different than where they're ranked in the preseason polls. It may be different than where they finish at the end of the season. Shout out to Illinois from last year. But Card, I'm just interested right now on May 5th. Who are the top 10 most talented rosters currently assembled for next year's college basketball season?
That works for me. Could I ask you one question based on that?
Of course.
Is this more of a top end talent? Is this more of a depth conversation, or is it how does that necessarily work? And how are we going to get to the point where we get from 1 to 10 on this?
Well, I think that's for you and I to decide. I think we can make our own rules and come up with a definition that we mutually agree upon for what talent is for next season.
Let's do it, Greg.
So, what is talent to you, Carter?
Hmm.
There's no way this is fun to listen to, man.
Talent always comes down to me about putting the orange thing in the 10-foot thing and being able to do it on any stage, any setting, anytime, anywhere. Um, I think there is a clear-cut most talented team in college basketball this season.
Who is it?
Maybe it's not clear-cut. Ooh, this is tough.
Were you going to say Louisville?
No,
Oh, I thought you were going to make your pitch for the guards that put the orange thing in the 10-foot thing.
I was thinking about it, but then I can't talk soft anymore. I'm sorry. It was kind of low-key hurt my throat. Pause. But
Hmm.
ooh,
I
is it
mean,
is it is it BYU? Is
it
it
could be BYU. I also want to just say this on the front, and people will either complain about it one way or the other. There's no good way to rank this team. Purdue has two All-Americans. So how are we defining talent? Because if we're just defining who has the best players, Purdue will be the only team with two All-Americans, unless BYU does. Now, neither one of those All-Americans are going to be like surefire NBA guys. Braden Smith might be. I don't think TKR is ever going to play a minute in the NBA. So the rest of their team, Fletcher Lawyer, what's talent with him? Oscar Clough, talent with him? I don't know. Omer Mayer might be an NBA guy, but that's a talented roster with two All Americans. They're going to be somewhere in this top 10. There's an argument, given that they have two All Americans and the likely National Player of the Year preseason favorite, him or JT Toppin, that I think they should be near the top of it. But I would listen to arguments for other teams like BYU fits it because they have the number one pick probably. Saunders could be first team all conference. Rob Wright is a star, very talented kid. But you know what I mean? Like I don't want to ding Purdue too much here because I think in essence Braden Smith and TKR are very talented in college basketball terms.
okay? I'd be fine with putting Purdue at one.
But do you like saying it out loud? I think Purdue has the most talented team in the entire sport.
See, this is such a hard thing because I find it hard to look outside just the five the guys are going to play. Because I mean, we're gonna Kentucky fans are certainly gonna see this and be like, "What are you talking about? Like 1 through 15, we got all these playable guys."
Well, I think Kentucky would be higher in this exercise than they will be in the poll.
Oh,
Like I think there is an argument Kentucky is a top five talented roster because
so
their depth comes into play.
in that case, I actually don't want to put Purdue one.
Okay.
I some other teams I think we could possibly put one. Um, Honestly, Auburn I think should be in that fold for me with
At
Tahad back.
one?
With Tahad back,
Man, I don't even know that Auburn's a top 25 guaranteed team. Torvik has them outside the top 25. I
who's the with Torvik? Like he doesn't have the rosters updated.
mean, he's missing like international guys.
I mean, with Tahad back though,
I think Todd's in his projections.
is it?
I think. I mean, this isn't a Torvik combo, but like I don't feel like Keyshawn Hall is like some crazy talent.
He averaged 20.
I mean, UCF.
Big
Like,
12, it's a Big 12 school.
all right, let you just do your list then, because
No,
I'm
they don't have to be one. I'm throwing out teams in consideration.
give me your 10 then, because I think we're going to be way split on this and probably not be able to come to a medium ground. So you give me your top 10 and I'll do mine. This video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. We have a special offer for you. Promo code SLEEPERS. If you're a first-time depositor, they will give you a bonus up to $1,000 that matches 50% of your first deposit, plus a free pick. And tonight's free pick is focused on none other than Steph Curry. Card, I got a question for you. How many points does Steph Curry average?
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and say 29.
I don't have it in front of me, but that sounds about right. Certainly more than zero, I assume.
Of course.
Well, tonight's free pick, Steph Curry to score 1 point, higher than zero point 0.5 points. It's as much of a guarantee as you can possibly get. Underdog Fantasy, deposit as a first time user, put in promo code SLEEPERS. Make sure you get that deposit match bonus up to $1,000 and the Steph Curry free pick. Back to the video.
Hmm. All right. Let's see.
I
Mm,
don't think Auburn's in my 10.
okay. I'm gonna put F it. I'm gonna go Louisville at one. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go BYU two. I'm gonna go Purdue three. I'm gonna go we'll go UConn four. Houston five. And then I think you get into like I think you had Kentucky six. Seventh. Seventh, I go Auburn. Eighth, I'd go Duke. Ninth, I'd probably go. Let's probably go back and forth. Ninth, I'll go Arizona, and 10th, Arkansas.
Ooh. Who was 8?
Oh, actually, I am tripping. I'm tripping. Sorry. Bump Auburn out, put St. John's in for Auburn. Auburn is not in the top 10.
Okay. Okay. Did you have Duke?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. You probably didn't write that down as you were going, did you?
Yeah, but I can go through it.
Go through it again if you can.
Okay, so I had Louisville one, I had BYU two, I had UConn. I'm sorry, I had Purdue three, I had UConn four, and then fifth I had wait, fifth I had oh shit, maybe I didn't remember it. That's on me. Fifth, what did I have? Oh, fifth I had Duke. Fifth I had Duke. Sixth I had Kentucky. Then seventh I would have St. John's. Eighth eighth was Arkansas. Nine was Arizona, and then 10 is Texas Tech.
Okay.
I just switched it up right there, but that's my final list.
Okay. All right. I think I'm going to surprise you with some of my answers here. I think St. John's is the answer for the most talented roster next season.
Mm.
I have questions on how it all fits together. But like Ian Jackson, 5 star, Dylan Mitchell, former 5 star, Bryce Hopkins should be first team All Big East, if not best player in the Big East. Jason Sanoan, fringe 5 star. They are super deep. Like Isaiah Sellers is a proven really good player. Zubi Ejiofor is a super really proven good player. They probably go 9 or 10 deep at minimum. Like their 13th guy is like the 75th best recruit in the country this year. think that team rocks and has upside, high floor, all of it. It's just do the pieces fit together. So St. John's would be my number one. I put BYU two on the chance that Debanza hits and is the clear number one player in the class. I think him, Saunders, and Rob Wright is pretty much worth being alone at two. I put Purdue three. Can't have them drop out of three with two All Americans. But I think the idea of talent around them is where you lose me. And I still don't think they're all that deep. Like Fletcher Loyer is very good. Oscar Klaus very good. Omer Meyer's a talented kid. Outside of that top five, if your sixth guy is CJ Cox, how talented is your team really? Like, and I know Purdue fans don't want to hear that. They really believe in CJ. CJ Cox would not be in the rotation at a lot of other top 10 teams. Just wouldn't. Maybe one day he would be. Kentucky is four for me. The depth overwhelms, and Otega always should be the preseason SEC player of the year. I've Duke five. Boozer's largely carrying that, but they got five stars everywhere again. I've Houston six, influx of talent with Sanak and the other five stars that they bring in, mixed with who they return. If they get Uzan back, I think you got to bump Houston up in the top three or four, either right ahead of Purdue or right after Purdue for me. Seven, I'd put Louisville. Eight, I'd put UConn. Nine, I'd put Arizona. And then 10th is an argument for me between UCLA and Arkansas. I'm going to give the nod to UCLA because I think Donovan Dent's an All American there. And in my head, I'm going to consider him more talented than the youth of Arkansas in the backcourt.
Hmm. That's okay, but are you considering the other Arkansas players in that, like the Carter Knoxes of the world and
Yeah, I maybe am not the biggest
like Billy
Knox fan.
Richmond and stuff like that are back on that team, right?
I'm not the biggest fan of those guys. Like, I think they're fine. I don't expect like a breakout superstar season from either of them.
Okay, that's fair.
Whereas UCLA, to me, like I would buy an Eric Daly breakout before I would buy those guys.
And you're buying like Trent Perry and things like that.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I'm not mad at that.
yeah, okay, all right. That was fun. You seem mad. You're making a face.
I was trying to be mad, but I think I'm okay.
Okay,
Yeah, good job.
we don't like being mad.